Welcome to the Beacon by Soul 33, teachings for your past, present, and future. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, the 28th of July. We have another Monday mantra for you. Don't forget to get your journals out if you are not driving, to make notes. And remember, Monday mantras are about the full lesson, the energy behind the words, how it feels in your body, not just hearing the words and getting to the Monday mantra. It's the transition that we make. This is how we progress in our lives as souls, as humans. And if you're listening to this on the Beacon app, on YouTube, on Spotify, thank you for your support. We are so grateful that you are here. Liking, tagging, subscribing, commenting, all of that just really helps. It validates what we do, enables us to put more out for you as well. So thank you so much for being here. And also such a big thank you for every one of you that emailed, that messaged, that reached out to Instagram about the scam, about the impersonating account, that offered advice, that really went into bat for us, because on the new moon going into the sign of Leo, we got our accounts back. And it is because of all of you who got their attention that managed to help us resolve and get justice. You know, it's really amazing. So thank you so much. Okay. Last week's Monday mantra was, I reconcile the parts of me that once felt powerless and now return to my sovereign self, free from expectation, open to fully dissolve into the experience. I reconcile the parts of me that once felt powerless, and I now return to my sovereign self, free from expectation, open to dissolve into the experience. With this July energy, July has been a challenging month, and it often is actually this middle of the year. You know, we're nearing the end of the year, and our body was a big focus this week. I had a yoga class, and this was on the new moon, and it was a very slow moving yoga class, but I felt so expansive and open, like my body just opened up. We were doing bridge poses, and this is so interesting because I've said we have been met with many bridges which once felt like a dead end. It's revealing itself as a path forward. A bridge between the earthly and the divine is forming, and it calls for the physical form to be the focus. And it's so fascinating because obviously the journey that I've been on with the social media stuff and all of that that's happened, it's like the bridge came back for me to cross over it in a different way. But in order for me to receive that on the new moon, my body had to be open to receive this back in a way of, okay, we're handing this back to you now. What are you going to do with it? And in your life, there will be these bridges that are forming, but it's your physical vessel that is either restricting you or opening you up to receive, to see this bridge. So treating your physical vessel with respect, with clarity, with purity. Your body, all of our bodies have been asking for attention, for our care, to listen not just to the thoughts, but what your body, how your body language, like as you all know, those who watch me, I'm very expressive with my body and how I move when I speak, because that's just naturally how I talk. But it's important because it's part of how I emphasize things. What's your body doing? What's your body language showing? What's other people's body language being shown to you? Are their words saying something, but their body language saying something else? Let me know if you've observed that in people around you over the week. Observe the unspoken. Energy often speaks louder than words. Scanning your body, running a diagnostic on the body. Where is the tension, tightness, or emotional residue? The hips, the shoulders, everything needs to be opened out, forming a bridge with your body to clear things out. There are signs of energetic blockages ready to be released. This is a powerful time to explore healing in all ways, whether it's massage, whether it's acupuncture, whether it's energy healing, intentional movement like yoga and dance. I actually haven't had yoga in a couple of weeks because my teacher has been away. And so it came up on the new moon day. She was back, and it was yoga class for me. And we did it in the sun, which was amazing because the light body is stabilizing and we're drawing the light from the sun. Whether it's winter here in New Zealand, but the sun is still out these last few days. And so this Monday with the sun out, we're drawing that light energy in through me into you to stabilize these energetic upgrades that we've been receiving, especially if you have been listening and following the Monday mantras the best that you can. Rest and integration has been so important. I feel like part of the reason why everything like these miracles came to be last week is because I was focusing more on my body than I was on doing anything else, like getting my body prepared, getting my body ready, getting my body feeling honored because it is the vessel that my light sits within. It's now time to anchor these shifts into your physical form. You may, there's been a lot of deaths recently, like a lot of well-known people passing away. Every day I'm sort of getting up and hearing about this person passing away or this person passing away. And that's because that physical shift is happening for that person. You may also notice hidden messages surfacing through conversations, subtle signs, or emotional triggers. And if drama arises around you or within you, see it as a mirror. Where are you chaotic inside? Where are you knotted up inside? Because Spirit is asking you to step away from the chaos and become a pillar of peace and hope. And this is the thing, when we are expansive inside, we will have the space for hope and for peace to come in. Because if we are dissolving into our experiences, we are not resisting it, we are going with it. We are melting into it to see, well, what is this about? This is how you honor your nervous system and your energy boundaries. Fighting in survival mode takes so much out of us. And I know that so many people are going through so much and everything can feel like it's shutting down or that dead end that I spoke about. But what we are responding with is conscious awareness. So whatever stress or emotion you're holding on to, meet it with compassion. I ended up going to the Buddhist temple last Wednesday, so before the new moon, and I went and said my prayers and asked for blessings from Green Tara. And I asked her to give me compassion in my heart for myself and for everybody that is connected to me, because I wanted to feel compassion for everyone in my situation, whatever you're all experiencing, rather than avoiding it. Because when we avoid it, that's when it forms trauma in the body, and then we have things come up that make us deal with the physical first, and then we forget to deal with the emotional of what caused it. Compassion coming through for you now. Do not compare yourself to others. Do you know this actually came up for me? So let me know if there was a comparison situation for you, because I started to do that in a situation. I realized, like, okay, Gaia, this is why Spirit brought this up. Everybody is walking a unique path. It is normal and natural to compare because we are human beings. Like, oh, that person's got this type of relationship or that person's got that. But the reminder was to come back into the mind to go, I'm on my own path. I'm needing to nurture myself, to inspire myself, and give myself what I need rather than seeking it externally, because comparison starts because we're living outside of our body, where the focus is meant to be inside of the body. When you nurture, inspire yourself, fulfill your needs with consistency and love, the outer world reflects that care back to you. So if you've been feeling like resentful, if you've been feeling undervalued, if you've been feeling underappreciated, give that back to yourself, because that's when others will start to show that towards you, because you're not needing that filled. It's not a mirror of the void that is inside you. It's a mirror of the fullness within your body of those feelings. And this new kind of boundary is one based on embodied self-worth. It's a boundary of people reflecting back to you what you are giving to yourself. We had International Self-Care Day on the 24th, which was the day I had yoga and was doing all my things. And that was a devotional reminder that we need to recalibrate and come back, returning to ourselves, because your energy is your responsibility and your greatest asset. So what are you doing to restore your energy? What are you doing to replenish and renew yourself? Because I can feel that energy coming through as I'm speaking to you. The preparation for that new moon, reconciliation and renewal. These distortions that we've been seeing, these emotional loops or lingering tensions that are remaining in our life, it's time to reconcile, realign, and return to clarity. Remember all the retrogrades going on. This new moon that we've had is to reignite those intentions, because with the planting of new seeds, it's helping us go along the spiritual path towards our spiritual truth, which is to come back to our own sovereign power, believing in what you believe, knowing that you can walk in your sovereign truth and be successful, that you are not broken, that you are becoming. Letting your body guide you. Your body knows when it's tired. Your body knows when it needs food. Your body knows when it needs intimacy. It knows what it needs in all ways. It is your healer at the moment, coming back to the physical. This is why your energy healing meditation for the month was July grounding and protection, because it's grounding into the body. Your body is your temple. Soften towards yourself. Forgive the moments you doubted your worth, your wisdom, or your power. Because we're getting experiences right now which may feel uncomfortable, but they're making us more wise. So share what wisdom you have been learning through your experiences below or in the group chat. This is not about bypassing our wounds. It's about honoring the parts of you that forgot who you are, because remember, the shadow sides crop up to go, hang on, that is also part of you that needs to be acknowledged. And the number 7, because we are in the month of the number 7, it's really about being radically self-honest with yourself. It's about liberation, not forgetting what has been and not comparing that it should be this way or it should be that way. The inner critic requires compassion for you to remember your essence. The new moon with Saturn retrograde, grounding into long-term planning. I can see how this month, with the shake-ups and the wake-ups, have really changed how I look at where I am putting my energy for the long term. And this is something that we're all being asked to look at. Look at where you are putting your energy long term. This is not about the short-term goals. This is about the long-term growth. The Leo is ruled by the sun. On Friday, Lucy and I were in studio recording a podcast with somebody, and then after that we went to the cafe, and the barista had a shirt on with Saturn on the front and all the planets on the back with the sun right at the top. And I was thinking, this is a really interesting sign, because it was about, and I got a photo of it and shared it on social media, it's because Saturn is asking us to plan long-term with the alignment of everything, because everything is starting to align, which means that we are aligning with our heart, heart-centered living. Because with this, as we breathe into the heart, your heart is telling you, what do I need to create that's long-term and sustainable, regardless of what people expect? What lights me up from within, regardless of what others expect? What future do I see when I choose from sovereignty, not obligation? Let us know, because this is so important for you to consider as we're discussing this for your soul progression. Where is your sovereign power? Let your intentions be rooted in your truth, because this Leo energy is about authentic expression. Who am I beneath expectation? What do I desire beyond what others want from me? Reflection, not projection. Sovereignty at the moment, reclaiming your power. Heart activation, tune into what brings you joy, love, and purpose. Creative renewal, begin new visions. Inner child healing, reconnecting with playfulness and visibility. Authenticity over approval. Move from needing validation to offering self-recognition, because what starts inside is what you will be reflected back with outside. The new moon has helped us clear and set new heart-led intentions. Every time I'm seeing number alignment or even the planetary alignment on the barista's shirt, I was like, every time I see something aligned, I will make a small, very clear intention within me to come back to my sovereign power. Remembering that the new moon has been a dark phase, but it's the sacred void where new life is beginning. This is why things started to come back to a new life, part of the old one, but a new way of going forward on the new moon. This is a time to choose yourself. This is a time to take an action point, which is knowing what you desire and moving with that, knowing what you are ready to release and letting go of that, knowing what brings you joy without needing the approval from anybody else to fulfill that joy for you. What were your 3 heart-led intentions from last week? Share one of them and let us know, or share all 3. And I loved it that Spirit said, believe in miracles, because miracles did occur last week. I saw them, and we will all receive them if we stop expecting them, but just trust that we will be shown. As we moved through the week, we pulled the Soul Progression Oracle, as we always do every Wednesday in New Zealand, and the card was... Let's have a look. The card was signs. So when the signs card came up, and I got a lot of signs last week, it was a gentle but powerful reminder to just take a pause. The alignment of numbers, the alignment of planets that I saw, the return of the social media, so many things were happening. And attune yourself to the subtle language of the universe, because the universe is literally showing you, like I saw the universe on that man's t-shirt, the planets that make up the universe. And as you soften and dissolve into this present moment, dissolving the walls of the past and the future, you allow yourself to fully melt into life, free from the pressure of needing to know everything at once. We're not meant to know everything at once. This is why we progress every week with understanding the lessons. What is life showing you? What is your heartfelt desire? How are you acting towards that? Now is not the time for force or urgency, but for quiet receptivity. Signs are being shown to us all the time. What signs have you been seeing? What symbols? What synchronicities? What conversations? Even song lyrics are really important. Passing thoughts and even dreams with new ideas. These hidden messages are soul breadcrumbs for you, guiding you gently back to your inner power and alignment. So as this card came up, the signs card, the vibration of the number 15 comes along with it, because the card is the number 15, a number often associated with alchemizing, spirit, something's all integrated, because when, like I mentioned to you, when something is dissolving, it all melts together. There's no separation. It's not oil and water. It's merging with it. And the signs are being shown as to how you are merging with your life, how you're letting everything integrate. Those who resonate with the number 15 frequency have the innate ability to transmute pain into purpose, challenge into creativity, and an emotion and emotion into wisdom. Like I said to you, being given these experiences in our life for more wisdom, for things we are going to be doing, things that are going to be asked of us in the future. The number 15, your charm, your inner magnetism, and transformative insight. Let the signs find you. Trust that guidance you seek is already seeking you, disguised in the ordinary, yet acknowledged by your awareness. There are signs showing you what to do, and maybe there's nothing to do right now. Maybe this is a time, just nurture your body. Action is taking place from how you feel. Action is being shown to you by what is being orchestrated around you. Receive the signs and fill up with this power. Don't forget, I'm doing the Soul Mastery Summit with Next Level Soul in October. We've got Daryl Anker, Sarah Landon, Sheila Gillette, Sean Leonard, Billy Carson, Deborah Silverman, James Van Praag, Anita Morjani, Aaron Abker, Anya Hippel, Julia Ryan, Kyle Cease, Mariko Frederick, Alex Ferrari, John Davis, and myself. We've got an amazing weekend. You can get the first initial ticket launch, which is at a discounted rate, on my website, www.soul33.com, and just click through to the link and go from there, because this is an event you do not want to miss, because it's virtual. You can do it from your own space in your own time, and these are all very, very powerful people that have amazing things to share with you for that journey we're all taking you on in October. We had Yannicka's podcast also go live. Yannicka from Wisdom from North. It was so interesting. We talked a lot about power, and I found it fascinating because we filmed that a couple of months ago, and she launched it when she wanted to launch it, and it was the perfect timing since we're in this phase of reclaiming our power. Your extended meaning of the Monday mantra: there is a space opening within you when you release powerlessness and allow yourself to simply be in the essence of your body. We often try to leave the space to make sense of everything around us, and that has its place. But right now, it's time to come home to your body and be human, because we sometimes forget, because we look back, we look forward, we forget to just simply be here in the body, to allow it to cleanse and purge, to let everything catch up before we decide what to fill that space with. And this is what that intention setting has been about, and why your action points for last week were to make these conscious decisions about how you're moving forward, because this July grounding protection, we've been thrown about a bit, but then shown that we're actually protected. What are we doing now to move forward? Because August has a whole different vibe coming in. Remember, I'm always here for you. I'm one person, I know you all know that, and I'm doing my very best with seeing as many people as I can, and this is why I have the app and why I have personalized meditations and mini readings and soul magics, so that you can feel supported in some way. Karen is the person to email for that at soul33@gmail.com. Please have a very clear subject title so she knows how to help you if you're needing help renewing your app membership. Remember, we do all that outside of the app so that we can keep it at an affordable price for everybody. And a reminder, we are completely revamping the app at the moment. This is a big job that's going on behind the scenes. So those of you who have been with us right from the start, you know everything takes time, and we're moving and upgrading with technology as we can. So thank you for your patience, thank you for being here, and thank you for coming along on this journey of growth and expansion for all of us. Okay, let's move on to this week's Monday mantra. Are you ready? This week's Monday mantra is: I hold space not to fill it, but to create freedom. I activate it with love and trust that my path will reveal itself. I hold space not to fill it, but to create freedom. I activate it with love and trust that my path will reveal itself. Clearing of the path, activating the life force energy. This week's energy is initiated by a powerful message from Spirit, force majeure. Now, I do not use this term at all, so when it came, I was like, okay, a sudden, unexpected shift that comes to move something out of the way. This could be uncomfortable. Remember, Monday mantras are not predictions for the week. They are chapters of our souls unraveling for us to learn here in the human realm. Something is unexpected is coming, or maybe it already has come in your life, but it's moving something out of the way. It might feel disruptive, just like how the term force majeure comes across. but beyond your control. But it's arriving for a reason. So disruptive, beyond your control, but arriving for a reason to remove what no longer serves and make space for something more aligned with your path. Because sometimes things are taken away for everything to reconfigure, to really appreciate if it comes back or what the next thing is that you're going to be receiving. Sometimes we're asked to face a change that wasn't part of our plan in the mind, but the higher plan, yes. So what does it look like if a force majeure happens in your life, you don't like it, but you rise above and look at your higher self and go, okay, a door has closed, a challenge has surfaced, something exits without warning, but in these moments we can resist it or we can allow it. This is part of the dissolving. Even when it feels like we have no choice, the deeper truth is that something essential is being rearranged on our behalf. And the messiness, the uncertainty, and the discomfort, trust you will find your footing. Grounding protection in this month of July throws us about a bit, but something else is coming. This week begins with the expansive energy of Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, the elephant god. All the internal work that you've been doing, the seeds planted, the emotions released, the conscious intentions, the efforts made, are now being supported by a greater intelligence. Momentum is building like a pendulum on a grandfather clock. Trust that time regulation. That momentum is activating something within you. It's not simply just clearing a space. It's inviting your life force. Where are you getting your life force energy? Where are your needs being met? To rise and fill the gap. You don't need to fill the gap. You are going to be rising to fill that gap in a higher sense way. This is your time to step into it from that spiritual sense. It's not about filling it with something. Stay steady through sudden changes. Physical movements, financial shifts, or emotional stirrings may come, but these are part of the closing out process before you reach deeper freedom, before you get more wisdom for what you're going to be doing in future, what Spirit has a plan for you. As we approach the end of the month, you're being asked to surrender, not by giving up, but by softening into the richness of your life. Where is the richness in your life? Because wealth is found in so many different ways. This surrender is an active surrender. It's an opening to vitality, joy, replenishing your soul, which is what I can feel going towards you. Your body is your guide. Feed it well, not just with food. Feed it with the right types of energies. Feed it with the right type of fuel, what you're watching, what you're doing, who you're around, and move it gently. Graceful movements right now, not heavy, forceful movements, graceful movements. Remember, dissolving into water, dissolving into liquid. Engage in activities that spark something alive in you, that are courageous, not to achieve, but to feel safe in your expression, to feel energized, and to love within, love yourself from within. Pleasure is a path to wholeness. This week, lean into pleasure a bit more, not from excess, but but from balance. If you've been holding everything together tightly, giving too much or constantly conserving your energy or resources, now is your time to invite in receiving pleasure in whatever way. I've been spending a few minutes in the sun every morning because it has been cold but sunny, getting the blessings from the sun, energizing my body. Spend a little. Now that might mean spending financially, but spending a little bit of energy and expending a little bit of energy, but taking the time to breathe deeply as you spend or expend. And then receive, allowing joy in. Let pleasure be a reminder that you are alive, not to escape, but to celebrate the humanness, to celebrate who you are. This opens up a new energetic pathway for us. This is why you'll see on the thumbnail a pathway opening up once that obstacle is moved out of the way, where there's maybe been some self-denial. You're no longer your old normal self, because this is a new path that's coming in. Abundance begins in how you feel now, not in what you're waiting for, how you feel now. There's another festival within my culture this week called Nag Panchami, awakening the serpent within. This is the life force energy rising from the grounding chakra up into your body. Powerful time for root, sacral, solar plexus to awaken the strength and creativity. So this is why we'll be feeling destabilized in some way. It could be physical destabilization, emotional, whatever it is, because we're being asked to find that life force energy in a different way. So Nag Panchami energy, nature and inner power, the Kundalini energy rests coiled up like a serpent, coming to bring clarity, awakening, and creative power. Transforming the unknown. This is about Lord Shiva's energy, where the serpent comes in, around his neck, coiled around his neck. Even what seems wild or unknown can become your ally when understood. So this destabilization can be an ally for you. Maybe this is an opportunity for a new pathway for you. You just can't see fully yet. The obstacle is moving. Clearing karmic patterns. This is a time to release ancestral fears, hidden truths, or old narratives that have been holding you back. Secrets are surfacing. Secrets from your family, secrets from the past, secrets from within you that you weren't even holding. I'm not saying secrets are all bad. I'm saying secrets of mysteries, patterns may be becoming clearer. Using this clarity to not judge, but to grow for yourself and for those who came before you and those who come after. So this week, your reminder is keep reconnecting with your body as a source of wisdom and power. Create from your sensual, grounded energy, not just your thoughts. Still continue to set intentions from a place of fullness, not fear. Invite in abundance through joy, vitality, personal truth, and pleasure. Reflect on where you've been leaning too far in one direction. Really important, coming back into balance, letting everything work together. Giving too much, pushing too hard, holding back, holding on. What have you been doing too much of? Invite in the opposite of that, not to fix it, but to complete it. Speak gently, act with clarity, and move with conscious presence. Let the energy of creative, transformative transformation guide you into a more intuitive, free, and authentic version of yourself. We are not meant to stay the same. You are here to evolve, to soften, to rise. Let the opposites within you find their rhythm, our light, our shadow. We see it, that polarity in the world. Let life shape you into something deeper, truer, and more alive. And pain, disruption can all make us really feel something. Your action point, your action step this week. Choose one space in your life, physical, emotional, or energetic, to clear or soften. So I can see people moving furniture around. I can see people moving. I can see there being even steps, like people creating steps up into something. So this could mean one of you is going to someone's getting a promotion, someone's moving up. It's like there's a space in your life that is clearing to soften you into safety, not to fill it immediately because it's taking you somewhere else. It's going to make you feel different. Create freedom and possibility. Do this as a physical task. Do it with the Love Wall meditation on the app to help you, and do it with intention. Now, I activate this space with love. I trust that what's meant for me will arrive in its time. I'm going to say that again. I activate the space with love. I trust that what's meant for me will arrive in its time. Let this be a living practice of holding space, not from lack, but from power. Now remember, I'm always here for you. Do email Kieran if you need any help or any services, soul33@gmail.com with the suitable subject title so we know how to get back to you. We are going to take a moment now to integrate everything we've talked about. So if you can close your eyes, we are activating within you your star of destiny, your destiny to be able to teach from a place of experience because you are gaining wisdom from your life and experience now. We are giving you the energy of having faith. It's time for you to stay calm, to really ground yourself, to see the light in the world that you are creating, that's being created for you, by knowing that your power is being recalled to you, that you are getting these downloads and these shifts so that you can feel the answers within your body to know that you are loved, that a bridge is forming for you, that you are fully seen. To know that freedom is coming for you. So you might feel like you're losing something, but you're actually gaining the freedom to do something else. And know that you are on the precipice of something so much more, to be the light. Life may be a mystery, but you don't need to know where you are going right now. Know that love is finding you, that something is already written for you, and that you are being asked to reconnect with who you are through who has come before you and what is yet to come. I'm really looking forward to this transition from July to August. Don't forget your homework is up on the app to help support you. And I'm going to now seal our Monday mantra for this week. I hold space not to fill it, but to create freedom. I activate it with love and trust that my path will reveal itself. I hold space not to fill it, but to create freedom. I activate it with love and trust that my path will reveal itself. I will see you all next week.